Alright, what is up everyone? DSP here, and welcome to the Week in Preview. Today is... am I centered? I don't know. Today is Sunday, February 19th, 2017, and boy has this month blown by. It feels like February just started, and here we are, almost 3 full weeks into the month, and nearing the end of the month. Pretty crazy, right? And it just so happens that I've been very busy, incredibly busy, in fact, between all the new games and stuff that I've been trying to juggle around and cover and finish up and do ongoing coverage of, and reviews and the new KOGaming submissions series and all kinds of stuff going on with everything. So busy that I'm kind of within time constraints to try to get stuff done, and right now it's actually 8:48 p.m. Normally I'd be filming the Week in Preview at least like 1 to 2 hours earlier. But I'm just trying to cram in as much as I can and get everything done within a certain time frame. This week in particular is going to be about kind of working on and finishing up stuff that I've been doing now for a few weeks before we move into new releases next week. This week in particular, there are no major new releases I'm interested in. Yes, I'm fully aware that there's some minor releases in games and stuff coming out this week, but the bottom line is I'm so busy with my playthrough of Nioh, of which I'm trying to head into kind of the home stretch of this week. My ongoing playthrough of Yakuza 0, and other stuff going on that there's no way that I could take on another new game. You know, last week was Sniper Elite 4, and I completely skipped out on that game because I knew there was no way I was going to be able to fit it into my schedule, and quite honestly, it was the game I was least interested in at the time, okay? So we're about to talk about how I'm going to cover all that stuff. I'm also going to mention in this video briefly a schedule change that's going to happen about a week from today. But I'm actually going to make a formal vlog about that during the week to formally explain it. But let me talk about all that in a few moments. All right, first of all, what is going on with KOGaming Community Creations? Because last week I announced it's going to be the very official first "This is how you don't play" video would be released. And as you know, last week I also had several different montage style videos that were all released on KOGaming, but it's been kind of dried up since then. Well, that's because people are now working on videos. In fact, right now, someone is working on uploading a Metal Gear Rising Revengeance montage / "This is how you don't play" style video. Someone has done a Black Mesa crouch jump fails video. But I kind of pushed back on that person because I saw the video and there were a few things like volume levels were off in a lot of ways. There was one part of it that I felt went on way too long. So I kind of pushed back. I told you there's going to be quality control for the stuff that people submit for KOGaming. And I pushed back and said, can you please edit these 3 things and make it, do this and this and this for me? And then, shoot it back to me again. I'll take a look. And, if it happens, if it gets improved, I'll put it up on KOGaming. Okay? In addition to that, there's a third person who has made "This is how you don't play" style videos over the years for basically all of my very old playthroughs. The ones that a lot of the ones that I did with the camera aimed at the TV before I even ever did direct capture. And they're working on submitting those to me so that I can review them and find the ones that I feel are the best and or good enough to go up on KOGaming. Right now, they're mass kind of uploading all of these to a place where I can access them, and then I'm going to start looking at them and see if there's one in particular that I like, as maybe a way to start introducing that person's content to KOGaming. So there's a lot coming in regards to the KOGaming community submissions. They're all in process, and what I'm thinking is hopefully this week we'll have a few of those that'll be ready that I can actually release on KOGaming, okay? For this past week, the one really new piece of content that happened on KOGaming, I just reviewed For Honor yesterday. This was a review that I put a lot of time and effort into, over 5 hours of working on it to edit it and everything. And of course, I release it, and highly controversial, and exactly how I expected people to react is exactly how they reacted, because guess what? It's a negative review about For Honor, because unlike everyone else out there who is kissing this game's ass, I approached this game with an analytical view. Not, oh, is it fun to be lopping people's heads off and be in a medieval setting, and this is a game that's different from the other competitive multiplayer games out there, which it seems like everyone else, that's how they approached it in the review, and they completely ignored factual shortcomings of the game design choices that make absolutely no sense for a game that's being designed to be competitive and online. It blew my mind these things were in the game, and it would be It would be one thing if there were one critical flaw with For Honor. There's 4 of them. There's 4 huge flaws with the game. And I just got to the point where I had to be honest in the review. And so I review the game honestly, and I give concrete facts and backup in the video of why these are shortcomings of the game and why I don't think the game is very good. And of course, all the fanboy force of For Honor has come out in full force. How dare you, Phil? Because what it is, it's a bandwagon mentality. Because most people out there have reviewed this game positively. That must mean it's good, right? Well, I didn't even say in the video that it's not fun. I just said if you want to get a competitive game, this is not a very good one, and here's the reasons. But people don't get that. They don't understand that you could still have fun with the game, but it could have things wrong with it. That's the problem with some people. It's black and white. There's a black and white mentality. Either it's good or it's bad. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe for some people it's good and for some people it's bad. And I explain all this in the video, but people don't get that. All they hear is the number score and they freak out about it. So anyway, as of my filming this week a preview video, my review already has over 6,000 views and growing. So if you want to check it out, it's on KOGaming right now. That's youtube.com/KOGaming1. I sticking to my guns here. There's been a lot of people who are trying to say that the only reason I reviewed the game negatively is because I wasn't good at it, even though it's hilarious because the 4 points that I bring up that are negatives about the game have absolutely nothing to do with the gameplay mechanics of the game when it comes to the combat, which is what I wasn't particularly great at to begin with. So everything that they're saying in criticism of my review falls flat on its face. Check it out for yourself. I stand by it. Sorry, but I don't think For Honor is a very good game. I think it's a game you'll mess around with for one weekend with friends and have fun with it. And within a few weeks, that game's going to be long forgotten and no one's going to care about it. Most like all these multiplayer games. Oh, look, it's the next revolutionary thing. Multiplayer only, full retail price game. You buy it and within a few weeks, you don't care about it anymore. So anyway, check out that review. That's the one major piece of content that I put up on KOGaming this week. All right. Today, I did a marathon stream. Well, not really marathon, but a longer stream of Yakuza 0 because I didn't get a chance to play it all this past week. I played from it was around 12:30 p.m. all the way till past 5:30 p.m. So it was 5+ hours of Yakuza 0 on stream today, and all those videos are live. So if you've been loving that playthrough and you were disappointed that this week I didn't get a chance to play it, today I went into overload mode and I played a ton of it, so you should definitely check that out as well, all right? So tonight, right now, filming the weekend preview, uploading it to the King of Hate vlogs. Then I'm jumping on Patreon, I'm jumping on the King of Hate forums because their patrons from January have been nominating games for the upcoming Patrons Choice playthrough. And what I need to do is take their nominations and turn it into a poll now of the most nominated games for people to start voting on. So I'll be working on that tonight. If you were a January patron of mine, they pledged $5 or more, and you're eagerly awaiting it, that poll will be go live tonight, so you can vote on those starting tonight, all right? Then, if I have some time, which I don't know if I'm going to because it's already almost 9 p.m. here, I was going to look at some of these videos that people have been submitting to me for KOGaming submissions. But I don't know if I'm going to have time tonight, so it might have to wait till tomorrow. Similarly, I was going to possibly do Q&A videos for people who I owe for patron perks. I don't have time. I just don't have time tonight. I'm going to have to cram it in, or not really cram it in, but do it next weekend. Hopefully, I'll have some more time for it, okay? Tomorrow, Monday, the 20th, Nioh returns to stream. About 3 to 3.5 hours of Nioh progress. If you're wondering, I supposedly have 7 main missions left in Nioh. The streams for Nioh have been variable, and what I mean by that is sometimes I'll do a main mission and a bunch of side content, and that's the whole stream. Sometimes I do 2 main missions, and that's the stream. So it all depends on what's unlocked in the game and what's the most logical next thing to do in the game, okay? But Nioh is going to be the main focus of streaming all this week. Monday through the weekend, Nioh is the main stream that I'm going to be doing because I want to try to finish Nioh this week before Horizon Zero Dawn releases on the 28th of February, okay? So I think if I stick to my guns and every day I'm streaming 3.5 hours, I could probably finish this game by next week. I think I'll be able to wrap it up and hopefully review it before I move on to the new releases, okay? Monday night is up in the air. If I get some of these submissions for KOGaming, community creations, I'll review them Monday night and maybe even edit one and release that on KOGaming. If I don't get anything in particular or If I'm just not up to it, maybe I'll just play some more Yakuza 0. But more than likely, I think what I'm going to do is spend tomorrow night looking at these videos that have been submitted and maybe even get one prepared for release on KOGaming. All right? Tuesday, like I said, Nioh streaming. Tuesday night, I'll probably do more Yakuza 0. All right? And then all this week, you'll see, you know, Wednesday, Thursday. I believe this week, I'm trying to remember what the day is that I'm running my errands. I can't remember if it's Friday or Saturday. So I apologize for that. I wish it was... I had it in my head, and now we just redid the schedule, and I cannot remember for the life of me. Well, one day there'll be double coverage where I'll do a stream of Nioh and something else, and one day I have to go out and do kind of my errands or whatever. So one day I won't be doing anything extra. Also this week, I'll be releasing a special vlog on the King of Hate Vlogs that will fully explain my upcoming schedule changes. In a nutshell, what the schedule change is going to be, I'm not going to be working 7 days a week forever anymore, because I've been working 7 days a week since I moved to Washington in 2014. It's not working. Sadly, it's not working. First of all, I don't think it's benefiting me to work 7 days a week. I don't think that there's anyone who absolutely needs to see me be working 7 days a week. I don't think the business is benefiting from it, number one. Number two, I don't have any free time. What I mean by that is I literally don't even get a day where I can just sit and relax and unwind and recharge and spend quality time with Leanna, my girlfriend. Instead, everything's rush. Gotta get to the stream here, wake up here, edit here, do this, go do errands, go do chores, go do this, go do that. And I literally don't get any downtime. Even people who have 9-to-5 office jobs get downtime on the weekends. You know what I mean? And people who have other jobs, service industry jobs, you're not working 100 hours a week. And it's not that I'm working 100 hours a week, but because I have myself confined to this streaming schedule every single day, 7 days a week, I don't get any kind of relaxation time. So I can't do that anymore. I'm at the tipping point at this point. And starting a week from roughly today, okay, what's going to happen, I'm going to start streaming about an hour earlier every single day. So right now my streams start around 12 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to start streaming around 11 a.m. Pacific time, okay? But the stream is going to remain as long as it always has been. So 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., you're going to get an extra hour of gameplay on stream every single day, okay? Now, there may be some variables on that. There may be some days when I know I need to do more edited style stuff or stuff later on in the day behind the scenes rather than more raw gameplay. So that might change. Maybe I'll still stream earlier, but I'll end the stream earlier so that I have more time to work on edited stuff later. It'll change. It'll be on the fly, and I'll let everyone know as the year progresses and what games are out and what I'm working on, what the actual schedule is going to be. That's why it's great that right here on my Twitter, every night I put out a nightly schedule so you know what to expect the next day, okay? If you don't yet, I strongly recommend you follow me over here on Twitter so you'll have that daily update and you'll know exactly what to expect the coming day, okay? But because I'm going to be working extra, earlier streams and all that, one day a week I'm going to be taking completely off, okay? Which means no streaming, no new gameplay that day. However, if I am live streaming and recording an hour extra a day, what I might do is accumulate to the point where I have an extra hour or two of footage at the end of the week, and that's the footage that I upload on the day that I have off. So it's all, you will be getting constant gameplay every single day, and the day that I'm not live streaming, there'll still be new gameplay on DSP Gaming, okay? I think that's a good way to go about it. In fact, there was a time when I used to do it. If you remember, I used to live in Connecticut, and my girlfriend Leanna would come visit me once a month because she lived in Pennsylvania, and she would visit me for a long weekend. And what would happen is I would stream and accumulate tons of footage, and then while she was here visiting, I would upload the remaining footage that I hadn't uploaded yet, so there was always constant videos on DSP Gaming. So we may be going back to that formula. Let's see how it works out. But anyway, that's going to roughly start next week. I'm going to make a vlog in detail about this, explaining a little bit more of the reasoning and rationale behind the scenes and everything, and letting you know exactly how it's going to pan out this week, and that'll be uploaded to the King of Hate Vlogs right here. So look out here for later this week for a vlog that's more in-depth and will clearly explain all this, because I know if I don't do a vlog specifically for it, everyone will overlook it, and then when the schedule's change starts, no one will be there earlier for the streams, no one will understand what's going on the day that I'm off, so I have to make a special vlog for it. I get that. Okay, so you can expect that special vlog sometime this week. Now, the one thing that's kind of up in the air that I want to do, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do. last month, I did a Twitch and Chill marathon stream where I played games like Jackbox Party Pack and Choice Chamber. And I did a little bit of Stardew Valley, and I interacted with the stream chat constantly. They were joining the gameplay and submitting trollish answers, and it was funny to react to it and everything, and to out-troll the trolls. It was a really fun experience. I really loved it. But that being said, that was a special event set up because of patronage in the month of December, people who pledged to my Patreon. I want to kind of do that consistently. I like to do that maybe once a month. And I was thinking, well, what would be the perfect time to do it? Well, the 1 month anniversary of the first time that I did it, I could do another stream. But then I looked at the calendar, I'm like, oh shit, I need to finish Nioh, okay? So here's the deal, folks. If by the end of this week, Nioh is almost done, or looks like it's going to be done in time for the new release Horizon Zero Dawn on the 28th, then I'll consider doing a stream, which will be this kind of Twitch and Chill stuff, where I do fun stuff with it, okay? I think that would be awesome. Just, you know, interactive Jackbox Party Pack or Choice Chamber, you know, or alternate between them for a few hours. Could be a really fun interactive stream that people will like. But I can only do it if I have time. So if I'm still stuck with Nioh, and I'm there, but I'm not there yet, and I'm in jeopardy of not finishing in time before the new releases come out, I gotta stick with Nioh. I gotta finish it up. I can't have this game lingering forever when I have new releases coming out. In particular, just to give you guys some perspective, all right? On Tuesday, February 28th, is Horizon Zero Dawn. On Friday, March 3rd, is the release of the Nintendo Switch and Zelda Breath of the Wild. On Tuesday, March 7th, is Ghost Recon Wildlands, which I'm planning on doing co-op with a few different people. So that's going to be interesting, because I haven't done a full co-op playthrough in quite a long time. I guess the week after that was supposed to be Star Trek VR, but supposedly it's been delayed or canceled. I'm not sure. But then also later that month, we got Mass Effect Andromeda, as well as MLB 17, as well as the final Dark Souls 3 DLC. So March as a gaming month is very full. And the last thing I want is to have 100 lingering games. I'm probably going to have Yakuza 0 not done, okay? I can't have Nioh then not done. And, by the way, have a Patron's Choice playthrough that I haven't had a chance to start yet. I can't have all that going on at once. I have to at the very least this week, Nioh has to be completed, okay? So that is my focus. If I get it done by the end of the week, great. I'll do this Twitch and Chill marathons, or regular stream. It won't be a marathon stream this time. It'll be a regular 3 to 3.5 hour stream. But if I don't have time for it, I don't have time for it. Maybe I'll wedge it in sometime in March if I have time to do it, okay? All right. Last but not least, Patreon, the goal for this month has been set up. The Patreon goal for the month of February is, if we hit the funding goal, I will be doing a worst games ever marathon. So if you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon, you can see the link right there, by the end of this month, so that's what? Today's the 19th, so you've got 9 days left? Yeah, 9 days left. You'll be nominating and voting on horrible games for me to play in a marathon setting that'll probably more than likely be around early-ish April, when things are slowing down a little bit with game releases, okay? It'll be a one-day event. I can't wait to see what people start nominating for this if we hit the goal, all right? If you want to get in on it, you have to pledge $5 or more if you want to be able to nominate and vote on those games, okay? So, that is it, folks, for the week in preview. Nioh most of the week, probably a couple KOGaming community creation submissions that'll be going live on KOGaming. A vlog explaining my upcoming schedule change, which is going to start next week, all right? And some Yakuza 0 mixed in there as well. Offline, not streamed, but offline stuff. So a fun week, in my opinion. I hope that you're going to be interested and you'll come out and check out this conclusion of Nioh. From what I'm hearing, it's going to get insanely, gruelingly difficult at the end. I can't wait. I've liked the game so far. I certainly hope that you will join me for the epic conclusion this week, okay? That's it for the week in preview, everyone. Thanks for watching. And without further ado, thank you to the following January patrons who made the upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough possible and who will be voting starting tonight on what game will be played for this upcoming event. All right. That's it, everyone. Thank you. See you all this week for Nioh. Peace out.